this is Jill with stampwithjill.com and Fun Stamper's Journey, and today we are going to make this reindeer Merry Everything card. Let's get started. So first we're going to start with the reindeer. I am going to stamp that reindeer in black licorice ink. So I have a piece of scrap white here. I'm going to stamp that right on the scrap white paper, and then I'm going to show you how I colored him. So I'm also going to stamp the sentiment on the scrap white paper. So this is Merry Everything, Happy Always. So you can see there I only need the Merry Everything, so I just stamped that on scrap. So now I'm done with my stamps and my inks. So let's color this reindeer. So first I want to move it so you can see it. Okay, so I used Color Burst pencils. I used number 39, number 42, 41, and 09. So pink, dark brown, lighter brown, and black. Not really that hard. So instead of watching me color this whole reindeer in, I actually have one colored in with the colors, and I want to show you how they blend. So this is the lighter brown. I'm going to show you a little bit here. So if you color on your table, you kind of get these kind of lines in your pencils. It's not like a marker, it's a little different. So you can see you have that kind of uneven texture. So I have this bottle, and in this bottle is odorless mineral spirits. I've had it for probably 15 years. I poured it in here as a sponge dauber. It stays covered all the time. And then I have this really old Tupperware full of all different blending stumps and a file for when you need to get the color off. So I'm just going to use these old ones and this mineral spirit for this video so you can sort of see. So you want to actually get the tip wet. So when you actually start to rub the pencils, you can see the odorless mineral spirits blend it so it's nice and smooth. So you can see how nice that looks compared to the graininess of the actual reindeer. So instead of coloring the whole thing, we're just going to blend this one. So I am going to blend this guy in. It only takes a few seconds to blend it, and it does rub a little bit on the paper, and you can see it kind of changes the color a little bit too. And you don't have to do this perfectly. I find the imperfection part of it is kind of cool. Now this reindeer has some highlighting in the actual stamp, so you don't even have to do any extra like pencil work to bring in some highlights. So I am literally just kind of recoloring it to blend it all together and get out those kind of pencil lines. And you can actually go back in and add more color. So say you didn't put enough colored pencils on here, and you can actually go in and add some highlighting and some more color. So now that that's done, I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to add some pink. It's probably not going to show up on the camera. Probably should have picked a brighter one. And then for the antlers, I can use the same tip because it's both brown. You can see some of the grainy highlights. You just kind of want to lightly go over those and blend them so there's no white spots. This technique is colored pencils. I mean, they used to be, I forget what the pencils were called years and years and years ago when I first started, but these Color Burst pencils are awesome. They're rich pigments. All right, so now he's all blended and we need to cut him out and put the card together. Okay, so apparently I picked a lot of dies in the holiday catalog that don't, a lot of stamp sets, not dies, that don't have dies. So I actually don't mind fussy cutting out these cute images. They are fun. This whimsical reindeer is one of my personal favorites. It's just really, really cute. So you can see that I spend more time moving the actual paper than I do with the scissors. And the scissors are pretty tiny, so you can get into those intricate details. All right, so you get the idea of how to cut out an image. Okay, so now this little reindeer guy is all cut out and we're ready to put the card together. So I have a whipped cream card base, and this is 4 1/4 by 11. You're gonna fold that in half. And I have a 1 3/4 by 5 1/2 piece of black. And I have Cozy Winter Prints here, which is the plaid. And hopefully the dogs are gonna start barking. They were doing really, really good, and now they're gonna start barking. So my apologies if Gus starts barking. Not really sure what's so exciting outside that he can't even hear when I'm all the way downstairs, but all right, so I'm a little bit off on this one, but that's okay. All right, so you're gonna attach that. This is 1 1/2 by 5 1/2. So you're gonna flag this. This is 4 by 1. So you're just gonna kind of cut a little corner in there. All right, a little bit more. All right, and now we are ready to tape it together. This is something that this Christmas card is something that you can really, it doesn't use a lot of paper, and if you don't mind coloring, then you can get quite a few cards out of one. All right, so you want to line that right up on the fold. So if it hangs over, let's see, if it hangs over a little bit like that, I just take the scissors and trim right along the edge of the cardstock, like that. You can also use your paper trimmer, but all right, so then we are going to put this pink, it's actually rustic rose, on this corner here. And we are going to find the reindeer, here he is, and use some foam squares on him. Pieces of card stick into my hand. All right, so I'm gonna put a couple of these on here. Well, 3, not too many. Okay, and then he goes right over, so I kind of want him standing on here and then kind of over the edge. Okay, so there you have that. Now, I did put some black pencil on his feet and blend that off the camera. All right, the last thing is the Merry Everything. So I like the sentiment, but sometimes you only just want part of it. So I am literally going to hand cut that like this and cut off and just trim it so it's really, really tiny. And we want to leave space there for the pearls, but we want to make it straight. And then we want to flag this to match the rustic rose polka dot piece. Okay, so this is Cozy Winter Prints paper. So we are ready to put that on right there. Untuck his foot. Okay, so I take my embellishments out of the package, but these are cottage pearls. Now, any one of these colors will work. Green, you know, gray. The first card, the actual sample, I used gray. For this one, I am going to use pink. Doesn't really matter, but it kind of just gives it a little touch. So you can also get lots of cards out of these. And there you have it. And here is the original. So thanks for joining me today.